Hello guys, good morning. Sorry, I have to leave the poultry because I don't even have a seat there. I don't know. My camera setting cannot, I don't know how to. I've not fixed the place to be able to fix my camera yet. And I feel like I'm more comfortable here. So today we are going to be talking about heat, how to manage heat stress on poultry, and the kind of sickness that heat can really cause in broilers. Then maybe we can just go into how broilers react to heat. So first off, if you are a poultry person in Nigeria, you know that our temperature is at least 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. So it's very high for any broilers. Broilers, they are designed to actually grow in 6 to 7 weeks like that and be ready for consumption. So if something like that is already using all the energy to convert food and drinks and drugs to be ready within 6 weeks, just 6 weeks, when other animals can take up to how many months to grow, then if there's heat, it will affect them very well. They are not constructed to take heat too much. In fact, during this period, the animal that is better, the broiler that is better to get this period is agritech. Write it down, agritech. Don't go for side, don't go for any other. Just go for agritech. At least they are better. They can manage heat stress a little. So in this period, many farmers tend to be the one to want to assist their broilers in managing the heat. Some great farmers come up with fans, they come up with different things to be able to manage the heat. Some even try to put uh, ice block in their water so that it will be able to help them manage their heat. This housing housing is very important. You will see fowl house, you will see the kind of housing, sometimes facing too much cold, sometimes facing heat. This cross ventilation, very important. They have to be open to so much people to even grow faster. Yeah. When you go to places like Joyce, you just see that hi. The place is already cold like this. If you see their broiler chicken, oh my god, you will be wondering, and like this cow, oh god, because of the weather. So in places like this, at least, well, if you're staying in Nigeria, just it's very cold. That's why I'm just saying that. So then, if they should build a house and then maybe they don't open window at all, they are still okay because the place is cold. They can survive. But if you're staying in a region that is not just or any cold environment, just do the needful. Your housing should be a very standard one for poultry. That's why before starting, it's best you go for advice. You meet the people that are already into it and are thriving in it before starting a poultry business, so that your housing will be a good one. Even your animal can say, "Thank you, man." So then again, most people tend to want to feed as usual and feed and feed and feed, just to boost them. No, during that period, anything from 10 o'clock to or anything 10 to 12, you should be able to take away their food. You're starving them that period. Yes, yes, yes. Starve them and keep them alive. Starve them and what? Keep them alive. Instead of overfeeding them. When you take away their food that period, anything from 3, 4, or 5 like that, return the food. So that's that's and then feed them earlier. Don't feed them around, let's say you are supposed to be feeding them, you're now going to start feeding around, let's say, 10 o'clock. If you used to feed them 9 before, go back and start feeding them around 6 when it is cold in the morning. Then from that time till around 12, you should be able to take away their foods until anything 4 in the evening so that they will live. If not, there are some diseases they can get as a result of just this sickness. One is stroke, heart attack. You are seeing heart attack, which is all these organs failure like that. So it's very important that you reduce food intake for them so that the conversion level will not be difficult. It's very important. Then, what have I said? What have I not said? Okay, like apart from food intake, most of us would like to boost our animals. We just can't wait for you to be like goats in 6 weeks. Most of people want to just sell off in 5 weeks. Why I'm saying 6 weeks is that me, I do 6 weeks. Some people do 3 months. But if you're selling wholesale, or you're doing packaging, you better do 6 weeks so that you can offset and start again. Well, I'm digressing a little, and that 6 weeks is better. Then during the heat period, if you don't vaccinate, let's say you don't vaccinate new cattle. I repeat, heat period, January, February, March, like that. If you don't want to vaccinate at all, do Newcastle vaccination, which is Lasota. Even if it's just one, then you can continue with your organic. I do organic too. There are times I mix bitter leaf, what's it called? Scent leaf. I even use pawpaw leaf sometimes just to deworm them instead of buying their drugs like that. And then I treat coccidiosis with them. And sometimes again, if I need to use to boost it will not allow their weight to drop while you're treating their coccidiosis or any sickness they're having. I will do the neem tree too. But sister, I am not doing the full time organic. I even used to think that all farmers are saying they're doing organic full time, they don't put vitamin. Most of them they are whining you. I do organic, but I also know when to come in with human drug and I also know when to come in with their own drugs. So very important. It's better to even mix up and do it. Whatever is working for you anyway, hold it and continue. Huh? Like I said, some people put ice block in their water. But you know, if you know you cannot be buying ice block is 600 in my area. I don't know about your area. If you know you cannot be using ice block, you have to reduce on vitamin intake. Don't try to boost them too much. Like from that morning, 6, you can put vitamin in their water. But after that, when you are removing their food, make sure the vitamin is finishing that time so that they will not go and be eating their litters. Hmm? So you, some people during that period also, they they just let me buttress on this vitamin little. You can get human vitamin, drop 1 or 2 into their drinker. But if you have a very big drinker, the biggest drinker, you can drop 2. If you have that normal one, you can drop just 1 into it. That period, let them take human vitamin. It's better for them. Better than saying you want to use their own vitamin. And human vitamin is more stronger. I'll also be telling you how to treat other sickness with human drugs, and you will see it working very well for you. Eh? So, human vitamin is okay. You can drop it into their drinker. Or when they have cold water, you can give them. If you have fridge, well, yeah. Where we are staying now, I don't know. I don't have access to all those things, plenty. So we are just managing. So you have to look for other way around on how to manage your poultry during heat. Because me getting blood daily, yeah, I don't have that problem. Then if you used to take like 50 before or 100, and the place is not spacious for them to be comfortable during that period, reduce your hand here. You can take 25, so that when you are taking the risk, you know that okay, it's not all my money that is into that risk. You can bear the loss easily. Or if you are taking 100 before, take 50, cut it into 2. So that during that period, you will be able to manage, and then they'll be able to see enough hair around, and you get. So just reduce hand on your meat production like that. Why some persons they like to dip them into the water and just remove it. No, you will not dip the head. One day maybe I might do the practical, I will show you. You just dip it into the water and take it out like instant, like, and then leave it. I think that's better than going to spray the poultry. When you spray, when you spray, when they tend to start pooping and the other ones just mash before coccidiosis will go around or any sickness will go around your farm. But when you don't spray, you just dip them into the water, dip, remove. Most of them, after dipping, they don't know what is happening to them. So they'll feel so down, depressed. They'll now go and sit down, and they will sit down there and rest until their feathers are cool off and okay. So that's another way of managing heat stress in the farm, which is very important too. That's for those of you doing many, or you want them to be, in fact, maybe they are already grown, but you want them to be bigger than that. So you want to take them through the period of that heat season. So this is a better thing to do to manage your heat stress. How your animals, I don't know about you, react to heat during heat season. For me, my animals will just go close to the wall, closer to the wall, like to go and sit down, isolate themselves, trying to manage their heat stress. Then some of them will start opening their wings. Start opening. Some will start crunching or panting to cool off. Some pants very well just to cool off their, guys. So you see these animals, like I love them so much. I feel like I just sometimes sit among them and see how they do. So for a farmer during this period, if you don't used to sit among your chickens, try this season, January, February, March. Try your best to sit with them to know how they are doing so that you notice anything. Anyone that is sick, it's better to treat early during that period. If not, hey, they're trying to manage heat, manage sickness, manage. Then when you see anyone sick, don't go and vaccinate. Even in normal days, even affecting them. It's not heat season that it will now not affect them. So take note of all these little things. Well, I don't know, I said much, but I said we learn better. We learn every day to get better and better. So guys, you are here to learn better and better. In case you have anything you're doing that is also working for you, feel free to drop it at my comment box. Please like, share, and what again, subscribe. All right, bye bye.